Hi, everyone. Can you see and hear me well? I'm just testing the new microphone, so I just want to know if everyone can see and hear me well. I should be live. I'm hoping I'm live. Dushan or Mitch? What on earth? Mitch, you should be sleeping. Why are you up? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? I'll wait. I'll wait for someone to say they can hear me, because I'm not too sure. Anywho, seems like I am live. Since nobody's commenting, I'll just talk to myself, I guess. I was going to do the video tonight for the Hermes fragrances, and I just recorded a Les Odorants episode. I'm deaf. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. You are live. Good. Whatever that is, like Les Odorants. What are we wearing tonight? People can drop the scent of the day. We have 4 people. 2 are talking, 2 are not talking. Ooh, we have the long weekend this week. So tomorrow is the Remembrance Day. So, I mean, not really long weekend for everyone. Usually the businesses and government stuff are closed until 1 p.m. Most government establishments are gonna be closed for the rest of the day, but some are open. But I am not working tomorrow, so it's a long weekend for me. I am shook. No, I don't, Rich. I don't know everything. I can't know everything. Why would I know everything? That's too overwhelming. So I was going to do this video for the Hermes fragrances, and I had got them out, and I did the video. No, I didn't do the video. I took a picture for a thumbnail, and I was like, what the heck? Let's just do it live. Even though I'm having a horrible hair day. I don't know what's going on with this section. But anyways, that's not the focus. Hi, Pearly. How are you? Pearly, are you having a long weekend? Are you not going to work tomorrow or what? Alrighty. So, since some of us are here, let's start. I tried, as usual, fragrant crapped out on me when I was trying to pull out all the notes. But bear with me. So the Hermescence line I have known probably like 2020. That's really when I got into niche and luxury fragrances. And the first one that I knew of was the Ambre Narguilé. At the time, Angel Share, there's Ambre Alexandrie from Boucheron. What are the other ones? There are a bunch of them that are the same scent profile, like the same kind of scent profile that came out. So I was like, what is this? Like I had this sample. I think someone actually gifted me a 15 ml, one of those cute 15 ml Hermes travel sprayers. And I used it, used a little bit of it. And then what happened? And another friend of mine was looking for it, and I just gifted it to her. But then I was like, oh, I need a full bottle. And here, we don't have Hermes store here in where I live, but Calgary has a Hermes store. So when I was in Calgary, maybe someone got it for me in Calgary, and they mailed it to me because the taxes are also lower in Alberta comparing here. So you save some, especially on those huge bottles. Great, Pearly. It's good to hear that you're off tomorrow. It is kind of nice to have a long weekend, but it would be nice if the weather was nicer, but it's all right. So I have the first one, Scent of the Night. What? Vijaga Hashish. Is that hashish? Is that hashish? And is that the hashish that I know? Okay. I don't know what that is. Anywho, so I'm gonna try. got the 200 ml bottles are, it's hard to come by. Actually, Hermes fragrances are really hard to come by on discounters. And when they do, it's often, when they do is often 100 ml and doesn't have cap. And my, like, no, we don't do no cap, even though there's a bottle with no cap in this review that I'm going to talk about, but that was a gift. It's not something that I purchased. So I got a 200 ml bottle of Amber Narguilé. I haven't used a lot of it because really I had samples throughout. And really that probably is like good 20 ml. Nah, probably 15 ml anyways. So to me, Amber Narguilé is, the sprayer is beautiful too. Let me see if I can show. You see, sprays are quite nice on these ones. To me, Amber Narguilé is the most beautiful one of the kind of genre, which is, you know, Angel Share. What else is there? Boucheron, Amber Alexandre, and all those other ones. Like, to me, I've tried all of them. I actually owned Angel Share and I owned Boucheron. There's another one that smells the same, and I've owned all three of them, but I sold them all and I kept this one. It's a very familiar scent profile: the cinnamon, honey, rum, caramel, vanilla, very comforting benzoin, coumarin, labdanum, tobacco, and sesame. Apparently, this line of Hermes scents was launched in 2004. Not all of the fragrances came out at once. I guess Amber Narguilé was the first one, or one of the first ones anyways. I don't see, maybe Vetiver Tonka was another one, came out early on. And the rest are later. I don't see, at least the ones that I own. Maybe there are more that were launched at the beginning, but it seems like from the ones that I own, Vetiver Tonka and Amber Narguilé came out first. This, yes, it has similarity to other fragrances, but I find it quite more sophisticated. It actually does last on me, despite the reputation that Hermes fragrances have that they don't last long or they don't project. This one is really good, lasts all day on me, and does the job well. Really like it for holidays around Thanksgiving. I love this fragrance for that time of year. Even though it has honey and cinnamon, so those two notes really overwhelm me quickly. And even though it has those two notes, they're quite smooth in the combination, and they don't come across really suffocating. And even though it has tobacco, it's not overpowering, this fragrance. Like, I quite like this one. So that's that one. That's the fresh one. I'll wait for the dry down, but I'm sure almost everyone knows Amber Narguilé. I don't know if anyone is out there who doesn't know, who will watch this video and doesn't know Amber Narguilé. The second one I'm going to try is, has anyone tried, what is the crowd's opinion on Amber Narguilé? Would you rather try something else other than, like, would you know of anything in the same genre that you like better? Because I have not come across one. If you know, please comment. So I've also got these fancy schmancy tester strips booklet, although this is not a very good booklet because it just kind of like doesn't rip properly. But anyways, one day I'll find a good one. Vetiver Tonka. Here's the bottle. Vetiver Tonka. When did I get this one? I think this was about last year or 2 years ago. I'm not 100% sure. I was in Calgary. That's probably early 2023. And this one is launched in 2004. And this one I had tried a decant a while ago, and it didn't. I just forgot about it. And then I had a bunch of samples that a friend of mine had sent me before, including this one. One day I was just cleaning the drawer and it came across. I wanted to give away that sample, and then it just sprayed, and I was like, oh my god, this is really nice. I wasn't into vetiver at the time that I had got those samples, but when I tried this, like, I really appreciated the vetiver part in this. This is quite light one and also fresh. You know, I know a lot of people say you wear vetiver fragrances or whatnot in rainy days. I like to wear them in summer days, actually. I think when it's really hot, I find it very fresh. The kind of vetiver, at least, that is in here and some of my other fragrances. The kind of gasoline vetiver, which is, now I forgot, is that Mysore or is the from Australia? One of them. The gasoline is vetiver. Yeah, I can see that you'd wear it in winter or whatnot. But this one, I quite like it, and especially that has that nutty background, like hazelnut. It's not super prominent, but it's still there. Light Hermes. Well, I thought somebody told me that the Hermes fragrances did not last on them. Maybe I am wrong. Hi, Dahlia. This combination of vetiver, tonka, and tobacco is like so gorgeous. I mean, maybe for the girliest girls, this might lean a little bit masculine, but because most people like associate the vetiver fragrances with masculine, but I absolutely love this one. I think it's quite unisex. I don't think it's masculine or feminine in either direction. And I like that nutty kind of background into it. It says it has caramel and praline in the notes. I don't particularly smell caramel or praline or even lily of the valley. I don't, it's not prominent. If there is, it's not prominent at all. I have decanted some of this one and I have used it. I mean, the bottles are huge, and given the size of my collection, like it will take me a million years to go through these. So don't judge me for lack of dent. And if you have tried it, tell me if you like it or not. Sorry, the boys are. Do you like Violet Valenka? So no, I don't. So I have tried it on 2 or 3, maybe 3 occasions, and for whatever reason, it goes really animalic on me. Violet Valenka is I just can't handle it. I know, like Eugene thinks like Queer Dange is kind of more heavier fragrance comparing to Violet Valenka. To me, Queer Dange is much more variable than Violet Valenka. It goes absolutely BOE and animalic, and I'm like, I can't handle this. Like I have never liked it. Now, that's being said, last time I've tried was earlier this year, so maybe I'll try next time again, or maybe I'll get a sample and try again and see if I like it. Maybe in winter it's better. You guessed it, Dahlia. The next one is Agave Ben. This one, haven't tried Amber Nargile. Oh, Dahlia, you should try Amber Nargile. It's beautiful. Like anyone should try Amber Nargile once. It's like one of those that you should. I'm not saying what you should be doing. Obviously, I'm nobody to tell you what to do, but it's kind of good to keep it in library of scents, because it's one of those that I think something to go back to. Jean-Claude Elena likes BO. I don't know what he likes. Okay, boys are having fun. Anyhow, so Agave Ben is I think actually maybe Vetiver Tonka I got it in France. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I got it in France. Yeah, I did, because I went to Hermes store. I was going to pick up a Hermes bracelet for a friend, and it's such a hassle to go to the Hermes store in Paris, because you have to, number one, they may identify your IP address as spam or whatever, and they will not let you book an appointment of some sort. Anyways, which is kind of strange. For some things you need an appointment, including like higher priced items, and what I was going to pick up, it was a little bit of a higher priced item. For other things, for fragrances, you can be in there, just pick it up, but then sometimes there's a lineup for it. It's quite, I don't like that kind of store. If I need to line up to go to a store, I don't care what you are, like I'm not going to go in, like it's just going to piss me off. But because I was picking up something for a friend, I endured. For myself, I would not. But because I was picking up something for a friend, I stayed in line and got in. And Yeah, so yeah, they banned me too. Like probably I had to install a VPN and try to get him back. Anyhow, and I think the Vetiver Tonka, I think I picked it up from there. Like that was a Paris purchase. This one I think I bought in Agarbin. I got it in Calgary. This is a little bit of an outlier because this is not Jean-Claude Elena. This is another person, Christine Nigel. Nigel? That's how you say his name? And it was launched in 2018, so quite a bit later, like 14 years after the first kind of launch in 2004. Dushan, are you composing poems or what? You're trying to rhyme. Agarbin, Oriental woody fragrance for men and women. And to be honest, I was shocked. I mean, I know in the name it says agar, but I was shocked to see oud in the notes because this absolutely doesn't have any kind of stinky oud. To me, there's no stinky oud. It's more kind of like maybe a little bit of that woody aspect of it, but there's no stink in this one. I am interested to know what's happening downstairs, but we'll ignore that. Yeah, this is a gorgeous fragrance. Like, I mean, it says balsam fir and oud. I suspect there's more than that into this, but I do get a lot of balsam and some woody notes, but definitely not oud or stinky oud, not at all. And this one is a light fragrance. I'm just going to say it's going to last about 6 hours. But this is one of those that you may not smell it, but people around you will smell it and will tell you that they can smell it. This has happened to me a few times when I've sprayed generously to the office thinking that it's not gonna last long, and then somebody comes in and says, "Ooh, what are you wearing?" Like in the afternoon. So if I'm at the office around 7:30, 1:30 is not bad time, given that I usually spray them around 5:30. Really, this lasted. Maybe I go nose blind then. Maybe I go nose blind, Dahlia. It's possible because I'm spraying quite a bit of it in the first thing in the morning, just thinking it's not going to last. And I know people have told me in the afternoon that they can smell it on me. But it's I don't know why Hermes line is not very known or not even talked about very often. I feel like given where the prices are at for other fragrances, including Chanel, including Guerlain, it's not too bad for a 200 ml bottle at the price that they are. It's good to buy them in Europe because you can get like 10 or 12% off when you're leaving Europe. But other than that, hi, Eugene. Prime time. I wish I had gone to the gym tonight. No, not prime time, but we're spraying some stuff. So I was saying, like, in price wise, I have never seen a 200 ml in discounters other than like even in groups like really hard to get a 200 ml. Mostly it's 100 ml and mostly doesn't have a cap. Some of them I have bought from Europe, including the next one, which is Osmante Yunnan. Is that how you say it? Now, Yunnan means, in Farsi, Yunnan means the country of Greece. Now, I don't know if it's the same or this has another meaning. Osmante Yunnan is a floral fruity fragrance. This is 2005. So it is one of the earlier ones, like amongst the ones that I have is after Vetiver Tonka and Ambre Nargile. This is probably the next year was released. Peachy, that's it? What's that's it? What? What's happening here? They used to be really expensive, but now that everything has gone up, they're not too bad. Correct. Two in the elbow pit. BG. Random place, to be honest. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but anyways, yeah, you're right, Pearly. They used to be expensive. I feel like they have kept the price quite the same over the past few years, even that everyone else is increasing their prices. they're kind of kept it the same, and it's not bad in comparison to other fragrances from kind of similar brands. This one I hadn't even heard about until maybe 6 months ago. And I was like, oh, Osmate, I really like Osmate. Let me just try this one. And fortunately, this one I got from Europe at a really good price. I mean, I think it was about €100 that I got from some of the groups, and it had cap, right? But it's 100 ml. And I also really liked how the bottle, the color of the bottle is so pretty. I really like this bottle. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, also last time when I was at the Hermes store, so some of the stuff are not going to be produced in 200 ml anymore. Some, for example, they did not 100% sure if the Santal Masoya will not going to come ever in 200 ml. It's always going to be 100 ml. They didn't have Epismarine in 200 ml. Can't remember the rest of them. So some of them are not going to be ever in 200 ml. Actually, they're thinking of discontinuing some of the stuff, including Epismarine. So that might be gone. Min says, Hermes is a prime example for a designer frag done right. Yes, sir. You have good taste. I mean, I feel like fragrances, like Hermes fragrances, do really portray what the brand is trying to put out. The brand is not the one for flashy things, for flashy clothes. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not extra. So fragrances are almost the same. Like, they convey that message pretty well. It's the same with Chanel, right? Like, you don't have a Chanel who's like, which is going through 600 transitions, and it's not sophisticated or elegant or extra. So it's the same way with Hermes. I think they're really representing the brand well. Even their new one, what's it called now? Oud Alazan or something. That one, if I were into any rose and oud fragrances, then I would buy that, even though. Oh no, Barnier is from their regular line. Oud Alazan. Yeah, Oud Alazan is very good. Like, listen, like, I hate oud, and I'm not a big fan of rose. But if I was into those fragrances, even though I don't really appreciate those notes, I would get that fragrance. Just I don't think that I'm gonna. I think only 3 have been discontinued from the Hermescence. Which one is that? Epismarine. Which one would that be? Epismarine, Santal, and what else? I don't know which one would be the 3. Anyhow, let's spray this one. Or did I spray this one? I can't remember. Ooh. This is such a happy fragrance. You know, that I love. Cuir Beluga. Very nice. Very nice. I love Cuir Beluga. Who did I decant for Cuir Beluga the other day? You know? This is a funny story. I'll go on this and then I'll tell you about it. I had decanted some Cuir Beluga yesterday. Not this morning. And I always get on my fingertips. And then the kids downstairs, they were drawing something, and with the smelly Sharpies or whatever, those Sharpies that smell nice. So like my little one, he brings the drawing to me. It's like, Mommy, which one smells good? So he's showing me different drawings, and it wants me to. I was like, well, they all smell very good. And I was like, what the heck? Why are these Sharpies smell so sophisticated? What's going on in here? So for a moment, I realized it was just Cuir Beluga. I had gotten on my fingertips, and I was smelling them, not the Sharpies. Anyway. Citrus handbag, I think, has been discussed. Oh, and then Vanille Gallant, Vanille Gallant, yes. And then there's Myrrh Eglantine, Brindeglis, yeah. Those I've never smelled. Paprika Basil, Brindeglis, Vanille Gallant, I've never smelled. And Myrrh Eglantine is more rose than any myrrh, so it wasn't really my. Oh, and then there's the Poivre something, Samarkand, is that right? I don't have those. Anyhow, with this one. This one is so beautiful. Basically, it's very happy fragrance. I think those Manthus and apricot, they really go well together, and I smell both of those together. Like, apricot is huge in Iran in terms of delicacies of summer. My mom actually used to make apricot jams. And the way we make them is actually, can't remember, but a part of the process is to leave the apricots in the syrup thingy in the sun, in hot blazing sun, and you cover like with kind of this mesh thingy, and then the jam will be ready in a few days, and this syrup thickens as goes, and I can tell you, like, the sun does something to the taste of that jam that you can't get in regular cooking. It's absolutely beautiful. I love apricots, but apricots here taste like cardboard, so I don't really eat apricots. But in this, I can smell that apricot, whatever that combo is, that, you know, you can't really distill fruits. It's probably a combo of some sort, but it's pretty gorgeous. And leather. I don't get any leather from this. I don't know if anyone gets any. There's a lot of shut ups going on here. What's going on? Poivre is sophisticated. Yeah, I don't know. Poivre might be, Dahlia, don't get angry at me. Don't tell me to shut up. But I think Poivre was one of those also that went a little bit funky on me, and I'm not sure why. This is really, like, if you want a mood lifter and make me happy kind of fragrance, this would be one. So this is a beautiful one. Now I don't know what I did with the cap. Who knows? It went somewhere. I'll find it. The next one is Queer Dange. Queer Dange, this colory bottle. I really like this one. Queer Dange. When did I get this one? This might be this year's. Calm, guys. Can't we speak tonight? What's going on? Calm down, guys. Okay, Queer Dange. So this took me a while for me to like it. And partly the reason for it is because it had leather, and I wasn't into leather when I started getting into fragrances until I tried Mitra-et-le-Parfum. And whatever that was, that changed something in me, and all of a sudden I was like, me likey. So this wouldn't be something that I would like in the beginning of my journey, or I hate that word, journey. Beginning of like finding fragrances, and it's not something that I would wear all the time either. I don't know. Let's see if I can smell hawthorn. Are you gonna Poivre is the minimalist side of Elena. Interesting. Aaron, stop like exposing my ignorant side. I have never tried Declaration by Cartier, so don't be mean, Eugene. Journey. Oh my God, such a cheesy word to think. Oh, my journey. Nobody gives it. Anyways, sorry. This is more. All I'm getting from this, it's leather, like beautiful leather, heliotrope, violet, a little bit of a musk. I don't get hawthorn, and I don't get narcissus. And I don't, I don't really smell, like, narcissus to me smells uber vintage, is to the degree of the vintage that I am kind of like, brother, I can do that kind of vintage, but I don't smell it in this one. Mind you, I've worn it a few times. It's mostly in the cold weather. So this really, like, you know, I have a leather jacket that I like to wear this with. It's funny enough. Why would I need an outfit to go with this? But anyways, so wearing a leather jacket with this one, it's absolutely gorgeous. And what I like when I'm wearing this and wearing my leather jacket and my boots, you know, as soon as you step out of like the side door in the house, like, I don't know why it's always like that. There's like the fresh, cool air comes to you, and like your own fragrance hits you back in the face. And I absolutely love that moment. You just like take a deep breath when I go out. This is a great one for that. I wonder if, like, has anyone, like, I don't have anything like from Hermes other than just the fragrances. Oh, actually, I do have some jewelry from Hermes. Like, I have the ring from Hermes, but I can't smell it off of that one. If anybody has a Hermes bag, can you tell me if the Hermes bag smells like this? Like, is this the kind of leather that Hermes bags smell? I don't know. I will probably never know. Now, next one. This is a little bit of a, I'm still bitter about this. Kinski by Kinski. If you don't own a bottle, whatever that is, I have no idea. So Santal Masoya, I'm quite bitter about this fragrance. So I bought this one. Now, I can't remember. I bought this one plus 2 other fragrances from the same seller. And it came from States. And when I got it, I opened my it's a very known seller. In the States, I won't name names. I'm not that bitter, but when I opened the Dropbox, the parcel Dropbox, I was like, oh my God, this has leaked, whatever that is. Like I have a big parcel Dropbox that's bolted to the ground because we have Porsche Pirates. And as soon as I kind of opened it, it was like the waft of a fragrance came to me. I was like, this has leaked pretty badly. Then I got the box and opened it up. Of course, this was this and the other fragrance. I can't remember which one was that. It was tossed around like it was obvious that it was not wrapped properly, and the cap had kind of come off, and the top of the sprayer had come off, and of course the fragrance had leaked. So it was almost full when I got it, and I got it. It's almost at this level. Not only that, this is a faulty. Now I don't know if it was damaged through the transport or whatnot, but this is a faulty sprayer because it leaks. So when I try to spray it, it leaks from the collar. I will never buy from that by a seller. I showed them the picture and they were like, oh no, what should we do? And I'm like, what should we do? I don't know. It's up to you. I did not ask for a refund, and I should have. And I should have, I don't know. I should have sent it back. I'm not sure. But anyways, that being said, I really like this fragrance. What's your favorite odd smell? Like wet soil, gasoline, etc. Perfume closest to CDA would be Bottega Veneta Femme. Oh, I have quite a bit of, I have Bottega Veneta Velours, and I have Femme, and like I think I have 3 different bottles. I have to try them side by side. What's my favorite odd smell? Odd smell. And you guys gonna laugh at me. I'm not gonna even say. You guys guess what's my favorite odd smell. Does it have a fuzzy cap? This one, yeah, so it has a fuzzy cap, but the fragrance not only leaked, it also got on the cap and ruined the cap. So, no, not Sharpies. No, not Sharpies. Not that. Gasoline? No, gasoline is not the one. No, playing it, and then you're going to troll me forever. Actually, what I really like, the smell of burnt toast. A little bit of a burnt toast. Poopy diapers. No, thank you. That's not it. That's disgusting. But the toast, that's like, if you set the toaster to like 4 or 5, and it is that little bit, I love Cheetos. Who doesn't love Cheetos? That's not an odd smell to like. Like everyone would love Cheetos. Like it's not an odd smell. But I like the smell of the little bit of a burnt toast. Now, troll me for the rest of my life. I know that's gonna come to haunt me. So Santal Masoya. Eugene, this is your favorite, I think, right? Or you like it anyways? I've seen you spray it a lot or talk about it a lot. I hate Cheetos. They smell like kids' feet. Oh my God, kids' feet, they smell the best thing ever in life. Like the non-odd smell that I would say that I love is the smell of this part of the neck of babies. You bury your face in that part of the neck. And it smells so good. And then it goes away when I'm about to like 18 months or so, it goes away. And it's the saddest feeling as a mother that you can get because they smell like that. Burnt toast, eau de parfum going soon. How you smell Frenchies, the monk socks. No, I hate the smell of brie. I'm not that I don't like that kind of goat cheese thing. But to me, even the green cheese or whatever, the blue cheese smells good. Ew, baby's neck smells like sour milk. Oh my God, Erin. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. People with kids can tell you that smell of baby's neck is addictive. I wish I could bottle it, and I put it in a bottle that I would keep it. So this one, it obviously has sandalwood, and it gives me a little bit of that pickle juice vibe, but I like it in a way that Santal 3D3, I hate it, but I like this one. If you get Phantom, smells of burnt toast. Phantom smells of burnt toast. It's an early indication of stroke. It is possible, since I can't speak tonight, that I may have had a stroke. Baby's calcium. Okay. This gives me, as I said, it gives me a little bit of a pickle juicy Santal smell, but let me see. Okay, I'll get that to that emergency a little bit later. But it's a nice way. I do get a little bit of a tad bit sweetness out of it. I don't get a lot of milk, really. I don't get that milkiness out of this, but mostly sandalwood, some dried fruits, and sweetness from that. I don't get any florals from this. And funny enough, like I don't layer, I don't. So, and that's a funny story because my, the French, when they want to say hate, they say eight because they can't say the H. Like it's hard for them to say H. So I had this French friend in Montreal, I think Montreal or Ottawa. Oh yeah. And she kept telling me, I ate salmon. And I was like, okay. And we were at the restaurant and we were talking about something and she kept telling me I ate salmon. And I was like, well, okay, well, congratulations. Like you ate salmon. What do I care? You ate salmon. So she was trying to say that she hated salmon. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Doctor checked. No stroke. Anyway. All right. Let's go to the next one. Santal Masoya lasts me all day, actually. Santal Masoya lasts me all day. I quite like it. Cour d'Ange lasts me all day. I quite like it for that. Osmanthus a little bit lighter. But, and apparently Santal Masoya came in right in the middle, 2011. And also Jean-Claude Elena. Next one, just bring these two here so I can do easier. So this is Iris Sequoia. It's here. The color of the bottle, I really can't show the color of the bottle here. It's so pretty, very pretty. This is, I got it because I love iris and I love irisy fragrances. And it's not your most sophisticated iris. It's a beautiful iris, but it's not like complex. I'm not going to say it's like Iris Torrefie or Iris Ganache or any other iris or Bellam kind of iris. It is obviously designery. It's really an iris. Well, it says iris in the notes. Now, whether they're using like a synthetic stuff or they're using iris, I'm not 100% sure on that. But I do smell the iris. I mean, as much as I smell iris, I do smell orange flower as well. My Santal is starting to bloom nicely now. We're getting some air in the bottle. Dude, my Santal has gotten lots of air in the bottle. So look at how it's leaked. Came out and has whatever. But anyhow. Yeah, so I would say, Dahlia, this is not an iris prominent. I would say like, if I would say most prominent notes, 50% orange flower and 50% iris, but I smell them both. I don't get much rose, if there's any, even though it says on the nose. And then there's the mandarin orange. This was 2010 and still from Jean-Claude Elena. This doesn't last much, like it's probably 4 to 6 hours, if that. The last one, and the one that it took me a while to kind of get used to or even consider getting, this actually happened in my last trip to Calgary. And I went the first day and I wanted a 200 ml of something. I wanted 200 ml of Santal Masoya and they didn't have it. And they told me they're never going to have it. I'm like, fine. And while I was there, I smelled, I sprayed this one and I just left. I didn't really like it at the beginning. It wasn't something that I would be gravitated towards. But, and as I'm talking about, it comes, why? Because the cumin is there, right? Like, there's the cumin out there. And Jean-Claude Lena, that doesn't last. I don't know if you're trolling or not. I can't read right now. So the cumin was quite strong when I sprayed it, and then I got out and I went out and about. And then later on, I was smelling like different parts of my arm because I had different fragrance. And I was like, what is this thing? It smells so good. And then eventually I figured out it was epismarine. And also on top of that, when I went back, I realized like I don't layer my fragrances, don't get me wrong, but epismarine and actually Santal Masoya go very well together. I don't know why, but the combination of both is gorgeous. So I do smell a lot of cumin in this at the beginning. It's super hard to find an element that does really last, to be frank. I love so many of his works, but a lot of them are fleeting, sadly. I would say, I mean, between these, like Amre Narguilé lasts for sure. And then Cour d'Ange lasts for sure. And Santal Masoya lasts. And this one, I do smell it all day. Once the cumin dies, like it's really strong cumin at the beginning. It's very bio smelly. But I don't even like the taste of the cumin. Like cumin is used in spices of southern Iran. So I think Shiraz and Yazd use more cumin than we do up north. So I'm not even like very familiar to taste of cumin. To be honest, a lot of cumin in food tastes like you've dumped a bunch of sand in food. Like I don't appreciate that. But this, once the cumin calms down, the C notes, that kind of whatever that's there with the cardamom and oak moss, and a little bit of a tiny bit of the nutty, the hazelnut and sesame thing, it works really well together and it becomes addictive. Like I couldn't leave Calgary without buying a bottle, so I ended up getting a bottle, especially after hearing that it's going to be discontinued. It's right now it's really cuminy, so I need to. Yeah, well, cumin smells like bio sometimes. The rest of these, the ones that I have here, are not from Hermes's line. And actually, back when I was in Iran, I did have a collection of the Merveille, Eau de Merveille, and I had the Eau de Merveilles here, and I sold them all, I think. I had Ambre de Merveille, and I had Ombre de Merveille, and I had Elixir de Merveille, and I had, there's another one. I think I've sold all of them, but when I was just mid-journey with my iris thing, I came across this one, Iris, from Hermes, and at the time was easily available on Fragbuy. So I snatched a bottle on Fragbuy. I see that it's not on stock there. L'Homme de Merveille. Yeah, I had L'Homme de Merveille. That little, is that the blue one? The bluish tinge, in that bluish tinge. Yeah. Anyhow, so this one I got. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. This is so good. This is like that. This is really that iris that gives you that little cool kind of feeling of iris, and a little makeup-y. Smells like a little bit of some really luxury creams. It is very innocent-y iris. I know some people talked about this smelling like diapers or like, I don't know, baby wipes or whatever. I actually love that smell of baby wipes. I don't know why people don't like it. Just, who cares? It smells like baby wipes, but it's one of the good smells. Better than baby poop. Now, when I was trying to open up the notes, here, Fragrantica pooped on me. Here. Let's see if it's fixed now. So, where is it at? So, and then the old version of this comes in that blue bottle, but there's absolutely no difference between the old version and new version. Actually, when I was looking for this, someone in the groups, I had bought a bottle, and I think it was on its way to me, but someone from my groups had reached out to me and said, Mitra, you can have my bottle. And I'm like, I'll pay for it. And they did not absolutely accept that. They wanted to gift it to me, which was very nice of them. She was like, oh, you've always been nice to people in the groups, and I want to gift this to you. And then when it arrived, not only one, there was 2 fragrances in it. I think this is Rouge d'Hermes. So this is Rouge d'Hermes. And there is the Iris in the blue one. But absolutely, there's no difference between the 2 of them. Hi, Sandra. Sandra here? Oh, yeah, Sandra's here. Hi, Sandra. Like a Midnight in Paris, yeah. And yes, the perfumer is the Giacobetti, if I'm not saying it wrong. Smells like class. Do you think it smells like class? I quite like it. This is something that I would spray liberally. Like it's such a I don't know, effortlessly chic fragrance, if I want to call it a name. A lot of iris, so coriander, carnation, amber, iris, neroli, rose, cedar, almond tree, honey, and vanilla. Almond tree. I don't know what the note of almond tree would be, but I can see what they're talking here is that green shell of almond, and there is that kind of before it goes darker, right? Like before the hard shell, there's a green shell on top. That might be that. And we actually eat almond that when it's not completely what do you call it, ripe. That's a green almond. We often eat them. It's a delicacy in Iran, and we really, really like it. Oof, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. As I said, absolutely no difference between this, and this. So it doesn't worth to chase it. I know a lot of people are really pricing the blue bottle higher, but it doesn't worth it in my mind. So the next one is Rouge. And then to be fair, I have not even tried the Rouge. It sounds bad. It's a gift, but I have not tried it. I'll try with you guys. I saw that it has beautiful notes in here. So Bellamy, I thought about you today. I found a Bellamy shaker bottle in a flea market for €35. I tried to enjoy it. It was too much, too masculine for me. Oh, interesting. Never tried Bellamy either. In Bellamy Vetiver. I think I have tried it in their store. I just don't remember what it smells like. Ooh. Now this is interesting because I'm definitely getting something like this has some yellow florals. And something that smells a little bit vintagey. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, here. Rosy Lang-Ylang, iris, sandalwood, amber, vanilla, cedar. Oh, it's myrtle, probably myrtle, and spices. Okay. I think some of you guys who are really into vintages, you may really like this one. I sometimes have a hard time with myrtle, sometimes even ylang-ylang, so I'm not 100% sure if this is for me, but it's a gift. And thank you very much for the person who sent it to me. It was absolutely gorgeous. I suspect this has a monster longevity and projection. It's one of those that you could tell, like just by one sniff. I also had, back in Iran, I also had the Jardin sur le Nil, and no, I had Jardin sur le Méditerranée. Is that one? Yeah. And I know there's a lagoon, and then I smelled sur le Nil in I don't know where I smelled it. It might have been in the Hermes store. I'm not 100% sure. And I really, really liked it. I actually, another kind of line of Hermes that I really like is for every day is the Eau de Citron Noir, like all that line. Also like which one is that with grapefruit? There's one with grapefruit. Oh, concentrate de pamplemousse rose. That's absolutely gorgeous. I've tried Cabriole. Cabriole doesn't smell like anything on me. It's basically I know it's a baby's perfume, and I was excited about it because I really like some of Bear's baby perfumes, but it absolutely smelled like nothing on me. Anyhow, hi Sandra. It's 1:20 a.m. here as it's already daylight saving. Ooh, you better go to bed. We're gonna wrap up soon actually, because this is the last one I'm gonna smell. Anyway, let's try this one. Jardin sur le Nil. Who's the perfumer for this one, y'all? This is also so happy. Like, I like happy fragrances. Like, it's one of those. You can spray, take a deep breath, and they're happy, happy, happy. Which one is this one? Oh, I also had the Hermes of, what do you call that? Faubourg, or whatever that is. Eau de Gentian. Hermes can do really good on citruses. Yeah, they do really good on citruses. And yeah, absolutely their forte on citruses. This might be Jean-Claude Elena too, no, isn't it? Yeah, it is Jean-Claude Elena. Yeah, and the year of release is 2005. Grapefruit, I love grapefruit note. Green mango, tomato, carrot, lotus, bulrush. It's bulrush. Orange, hyacinth, and peony. Base notes are musk, iris, incense, labdanum, and cinnamon. This is gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Happy. I like that for Hermes. Hermes actually does a lot of happy fragrances, I think. Like all the Mitra line, all this kind of Jardin line, they're all, and the Pamplemousse Rose and all of that line is like the all happy fragrances. Anyhow, that was it for my Hermes fragrances. Thank you all for listening and watching and being here. I enjoyed talking to you all. And if nothing else, I don't think I have any other Hermes. I don't think I do. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Bye. Have a good night.